Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will get daily, weekly, monthly content on regular basis. Use the code Vikas10 and get 10% additional discount while purchasing the course. Also, students, follow us on Telegram and Instagram. The link for the same are mentioned in our description. This video has both English and Hindi. The first part is English and second part is Hindi. Timestamps are mentioned in the description below.
Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you are all good. Students, in this video we are discussing some other important topics for July that includes your government schemes, summits, conferences, committee, meetings, environments and apps and web portals. So they will be discussed for July month and this will be the last video for the July month, students. Now we will be moving on to your August topic wise current affairs. Let's start. The first question is, what is the total budget outlay approved by the Union Cabinet for Bharat Udyodik Vikas Yojana Rasayan scheme, that is your Bhavya Rasayan scheme that will establish 3 chemical parks in India. So the amount here was 3030 crore rupees. Next, under the Delhi Lakshmi Yojana approved by the Delhi government, what monthly financial assistance will be provided to the eligible women? So monthly benefit of 2500 rupees will be provided here. Then next question, students. Mark the correct statement regarding the 16th conference of the Central Council of Health and Family Welfare chaired by JP Nadda ji in June at Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi. Among the following, option B is right and C is right, A is wrongly mentioned. A is saying that the Suman Roadmap 2030 launched a strategic framework to reduce the maternal mortality ratio below 75 per 1 lakh live births by 2030. So it is to reduce it by not 75 but 70 per 1 lakh live births by 2030. Now option A is also right here. Next, mark the correct statement regarding the 16th BRICS Health Ministers meeting held in Chandigarh under India's chairmanship. If you look at the option here, all the 3 are rightly mentioned here. The theme is important, students, so to take a note: building for resilience, innovation, cooperation and sustainability. Moving on. Next, which tiger reserve alone was reported to house around 260 tigers among the highest population in any reserve in India, as per the government of India's Priority Tiger Reintroduction Report released by Bhupendra Yadav, our Union Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So which tiger reserve has reported to house around 260 tiger reserve? It is Jim Corbett Tiger Reserve, that is in Uttarakhand. They have more than 260 tigers and as of now 13 tiger reserves are working properly. Next, mark the correct statement regarding the 4th Animal Taxonomy Summit and Biodiversity Initiative released by the Zoological Survey of India in 2026. So give me the correct statement here. Among the following, if we see, option A is right and option B is right, C is wrongly mentioned. C is saying that the 19th edition of the Plant Discoveries added 400 taxa to India's flora database. Is it so? So remember, the 19th edition added more than 353 taxa to the India's flora database. Now option C is also rightly mentioned. Next, name the wildlife site which in July was notified by the National Biodiversity Authority as a Biodiversity Heritage Site in Sonitpur district of Assam under Section 37 of the Biological Act of 2002. So name that wildlife site. What is the name of that site? It is Borjuri Wild Rice Site. Next, researchers from the Indian Council of Agriculture Research Arm, Central Marine Fisheries Research Institute discovered a new deep fish species, that is Cytopus indica, in the Arabian Sea of the Kerala coast. This Cytopus indica is commonly called what? It is commonly called as dories. Next, identify that institution where the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change inaugurated the Center of Excellence on Human-Wildlife Conflict. So it is your Wildlife Institute of India Salim Ali Center for Ornithology and Natural History in Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. Next, researchers from the Ashoka Trust for Research in Ecology and Environment in Bengaluru, Karnataka discovered two new species of rare solitary bees named Elaphroda triangulata and Habropoda adi in which Indian state? It was in Arunachal Pradesh. So, next students, next is name the platform that was launched by Jual Oram in July, dedicated to the tribal art, culture, traditional knowledge and skill development, offering free certificate courses and UGC, that is University Grant Commission recognized postgraduate diploma program. The name of the platform is Trivax. Next, C. Joseph Vijay, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, launched the Nalam Tamil Nadu. This is an integrated digital platform designed to provide fast and remote OPD registration, that is your outpatient registration and appointment at the government hospitals. So this Nalam Tamil Nadu is for OPD registration, remote OPD registration and appointment at the government hospitals. Next, Union Minister of State Arjun Ram Meghwal has launched the e-VSP portal, a digital platform that provides easy access to legal books, publications and educational resources. What does the VSP stands for here? VSP is your Vidhi Sahitya Prakashan. Vidhi Sahitya Prakashan. Next, on the occasion of the World Youth Skills Day, that is on 15th of July, name the state government that launched the Kaushal Setu and Kaushal Sarathi portal to modernize their skill development ecosystem and improve the access to training opportunities. So, World Youth Skills Day, first thing remember, on 15th of July. So, this was to modernize the skill development and improve the access to training opportunities. For which state? It was for UP. Next, name the application launched by ICRSAM CMFRI to provide scientifically verified information on deep sea fish species and enable the users to contribute field observations for creating a national digital repository. So this is your deep data. So these were your important some left current affairs students, that was for these topics. Now let's move to some revision part.
Now students, let's revise some one-liners. Who has been appointed as the new Chief Executive Officer of Niti Aayog? Anurag Jain. Anurag Jain. Then remember, recently Indian Army Chief General Dheeraj Seth has been honored with the honorary rank of the General of Nepali Army on his visit to Nepal. Then more than 200 Indian peacekeepers were in Sudan that got the UN medal. Then 47th edition of Sarala Puraskar was held and Ashutosh Parida has won this 47th Sarala Puraskar. Correct? Then next, remember, recently India and Thailand conducted an exercise. Name of the exercise is Maitri. Maitri exercise. Then next, remember, Magnus Carlsen. Magnus Carlsen has won the eSports World Cup chess title, and this is for the second consecutive time he has won it. Then on 20th of August, we observe Sadbhavna Divas. On 19th of August, we observe World Humanitarian Day. On 20th of August, we also observed Mosquito Day. Then on 21st of August, we observe World Senior Citizens Day. Right? Then apart from this, also remember our country India, we have launched the first guide to grasslands. This is to conserve our grasslands. This was during the COP17. Then apart from this, remember, recently PM CARES fund was established during COVID-19 and its donation fall 30%, but the balance hit a record of 8,452 crore rupees. Then Tata Power and IIT Bombay, they are partnering together for research on clean energy. Apart from this, our country India, we are hosting the 8th edition of the BRICS Youth Energy Summit. Right? Apart from this, the 12th edition of the BRICS Communication Ministers meeting held in Pune. Right? So these are certain important one-liner, students, that I want you all to take a note of. Now students, let's discuss some important one-liners. India has crossed 300 gigawatt of installed non-fossil used power capacity. 11th BRICS Cultural Minister meeting was held in Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. DPIIT has signed 5 MOUs that will strengthen the India startup ecosystem and innovation. JP Nadda has chaired the CEO roundtable at India Medical Device Conference. Then Amit Shah inaugurated NUCFDC office in Mumbai, Maharashtra. West Bengal has announced 10,000 rupees monthly pension for 325 emergency era protesters. India makes first ever sea export of GI tagged Mithilia Makhana from Bihar to Australia. Radhakrishnan launched Har Ghar Tiranga Abhiyan in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Then India to celebrate 80th Independence Day with focus on Vande Mataram and Yuva Shakti for Viksit Bharat at 2047. Centre has introduced Kerala, the alteration of the naming bill. What will be the new name? Kerala. TRAI, they begin the rollout of 1601 series numbers for trusted services calls. Next is Bhavna Kant. Bhavna Kant became the first woman to graduate from IAF's Elite Fighter Combat Leader course. Then Shivraj Singh Chauhan has released 21 crore plus scholarships for agriculture students via NSP direct benefit transfer. Then Assam records world's first ever release of captive bred slender billed vultures. PM Modi inaugurated Param Pragya, that is an AI supercomputing facility at IIT Delhi during the 57th convocation. Then Kavach 4.0 approved for 660 route kilometer in Izzat Nagar division at 295 crore rupees. Then Shivraj Singh Chauhan has launched NSP initiative to provide monthly scholarship to agriculture students. CZA approved Asia's first desert themed drive-through night safari in Gujarat. Ladakh will host the first ever black-necked crane festival to promote the conservation. Ministry of Textiles to organize region voices from the loom to honor women weavers. Amit Shah launched Gramin Gyan Setu app to connect rural libraries in Gujarat. Next is 8th edition of BRICS Oceanic and Polar Science Working Group meeting began in Goa. Then Tamil Nadu signs 97 MOUs worth 67,452 crore rupees. Then Dr. Jitendra Singh inaugurated India's 7th Regional Meteorological Center in Jammu. Then Chandigarh became the first union territory to launch CBDC based direct benefit transfer for PMGKAY food subsidy. Then L&T secured mega order to build India's largest single cluster AI infrastructure in Chennai. Delhi has approved 20% horizontal reservation for ex-Agniveers in fire service and prison department posts. Then India celebrated 80th Independence Day on 15th August. BRICS competition authorities meeting held in Udaipur, Rajasthan. Karnataka's chief minister announced India's first government-driven AI university. Karnataka cabinet approved Sandhya Kiran scheme offering 5 lakh rupees cashless healthcare to cover pensioners. Then government sanctions additional 1,000 crore rupees under PM E-Drive to boost electric two-wheelers promotion. Right? So these were your important one-liner revision part, students. Now let's move